So, apparently I'm allergic to Charlie. Strange, considering I have never been allergic to cat before in my life. So, to finally have one that's my own and to be allergic to it is kind of a strange thing. After I first noticed it, I tried to remedy the situation. I gave him a dry bath. I dragged him into the bathtub with me, which, not fun. He may not have front claws, but he has back claws. I changed his litter, and I changed his food, and still it didn't change anything. So I'm torn with the take a pill every day or find him a new home. I struggle with the decision, but I think I'm gonna find him a new home, which sucks because he plays fetch, and I've always wanted a cat that plays fetch, and he's a cuddler, and I just kind of want him to go to a home that actually has the ability to cuddle with poor cat. He's right there. Poor guy. So yeah, I would love to have him go to a home that can actually stand having him cuddle with him next to his face without breaking out into scratchy eyes and things like that, and sneezing up a storm, which I do. I thought it was really strange that I was allergic to a cat, considering I've never been before, so I decided to do a little bit of research on it, and apparently it's a protein that they shed in their skin and their saliva, and it's on their hair, and basically anywhere that the cat goes, the protein is just kind of left behind. So it's basically everywhere in my apartment now, and they say you can take a pill every day for it. You can change your carpets to hardwood, which I already have hardwood, so there goes that problem. And there's a bunch of other remedies, but I was torn with the, should I take a pill every day and keep him, or give him a loving home that can put up with him? And I decided that he's going on Craigslist. So if you know anybody who wants a 3-year-old loving cat, who shot through to date, and he's declawed, no front claws, so you know he's good. If you know anybody who's looking for that, let me know. Otherwise, you can probably find him on Craigslist in a short amount of time. But that's depressing. So thing 2 I wanted to say, because I wanted to say 2 things. This is not swearing. I'm sorry. This is not swearing. Point number 2. Walk into study group Wednesday morning, and our study group leader, who is a 2L, comes in and he's like, "So, anyone else's apartment beginning to look a little messy?" And the entire class is kind of like, "Oh, yeah, kinda, sorta, we're getting there." And I'm not gonna lie, mine is. Well, I know you're thinking, well, you're OCD, so your apartment's really not as messy as you think it is. That would be wrong. My apartment right now is, I'm not a fan of my apartment right now. My stove needs to be cleaned, my dishes I did dishes 2 days ago, I think, so it's not so bad. My laundry hasn't been put away in a while, so it's getting pretty bad. But midterms are over, and now we're looking towards finals now. But it was funny. He walks in and he's like, "This outfit is pretty much the last pair of clean clothes I had, so it's time for me to do laundry." And word of advice, that's gonna be you. His advice, which I think was absolutely hilarious: warn your roommates that they're gonna need to pick up your slack. This is about the time of the semester as a 1L when you stop pulling your weight in your apartment. Your apartment's gonna become a mess, you're gonna run out of dishes, and you're gonna run out of laundry. And you're gonna be overall just kind of hard to deal with, he says. Well, on the bright side, I don't have to tell my roommates to pick up my slack for me. But he had a fix for that too. He said, if you live alone, you should probably invest in some paper plates, because you're not going to have time to do dishes come the study time. So I need to be prepared to run out of dishes, out of laundry, and my apartment is just gonna go downhill from here, apparently. I don't. Let's plan your studying for finals week. We have 2 weeks of classes left. Then we have Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a week off, which is technically it's 9 days off. And then we have a review week, which is still classes technically. So we still do the classes, but it's more review than classwork. And then finals start, and finals last for 2 weeks. Hypothetically speaking, if I were to have guests over Thanksgiving break, my apartment isn't likely to be clean. Likely to be out of dishes, and I will need time to study. However, I will love my guests, and I would trade the fact that they're coming for the world, because I miss them. So, hypothetically speaking, if I had guests, they're welcome, but I would be crabby, and hopefully they would love me anyways. Realistically speaking, I will spend as much time as I can with them.